And we will dive right in. So welcome, welcome. Super excited that you are all here for our World Cup Wellness Challenge. Sorry, yes, football. My bad. Our goal together over the next 5 weeks is to just stay moving throughout the World Cup and have some friendly competition while doing just that. So I'm very excited about this one, as you can tell. So first off, I want to introduce you guys to our World Cup team captains. So I'm Jenny Turner, if you don't already know me. I am located in Houston, Texas, and I am going to be the captain for these 4 countries. So Netherlands, USA, France, and Belgium. So represent if you're here. Kimber Smith, she is on PTO today, so she's not here on this call, but she is our program manager in our Colorado Springs location, and she is going to be the team captain of Argentina, Spain, Portugal, and England. Okay, and then I also have Chris here on the call. Hey, Chris. He's already sent a bunch of chats in the chat here. But he is going to be leading our Canada team, our Brazil team, Mexico, and Germany. And he's the program manager at our Houston Fitness Center. So I've included each captain's emails on this slide. So if you ever have any questions, you can always email us, or the easiest option is just to communicate with us through your country's team's group chat. We all are in each country's team chat, so send a message and one of us will respond with an answer pretty quickly, okay? That's gonna be your best bet with communication, but you can always email us as well. Okay, we are gonna be covering a lot today. Everything you need to know about the World Cup Wellness Challenge, from which country you're representing to how you score and track goals throughout the challenge. And we're going to make sure that you know how to communicate with your teammates, which is really important, and stay connected throughout the challenge. We're going to finish by showing you the awesome prize that the winning team is going to receive at the end of our 5-week challenge. So I'm excited about that. First, we're going to talk about the countries that are a part of our World Cup Wellness Challenge. So we have 12 teams that each represent a World Cup country. And each of these teams on this slide were the top seed of each World Cup group. So if you don't see your favorite country on this slide, it's just simply because we chose the top seeds of each group only, okay? And when you registered for this challenge, you were asked to rank the countries to let us know which teams you'd like to be placed on. And let me tell you, I did my absolute best to accommodate everyone. I spent like 3 hours nonstop yesterday putting you guys on teams. So I hope that no matter what team or country you are representing, you remember that the main goal of this challenge is to stay active, it's to have fun, and it's to score as many goals as possible, okay? That's the goal. All countries have even number of team members. So 12 countries, 12 team members, okay? So there is an equal chance for every team. You should have seen an email sent from me yesterday to your inbox with your team assignment. So please make sure you save that email because it's going to be your playbook throughout the challenge. If you have any questions at all, the answer is probably in that email. But again, you can always reach out to myself or Kimber or Chris, and we should have the answer pretty quickly. But today, we are going to cover everything you need to know, all the information right here, right now. So first off, the tournament schedule. Each round of our challenge represents a week, okay? So rounds will start every Monday and end every Sunday. You should have received calendar reminders from me for each round of the challenge to make sure that you know exactly what's happening and when. If for some reason you don't see those reminders on your calendar, let me know and I can resend them to you. But you should have those. So just go ahead and accept all of those so that they're on your calendar, you know what's going on and when. So this is our dates. So now that we've got some really important stuff that we need to go through. How do you score goals and how do you track those goals throughout the challenge? This is the important stuff. So turn your ears on, listening caps on. Okay, you will score goals for your team by completing the following activities. Now, each one is worth a certain amount of goals. If you complete a 20-minute or longer structured workout, so that means reps and sets, time intervals, it's a structured workout, you are going to score 1 goal for your team. Examples of that could be anything from strength training, HIIT workout, CrossFit, whatever it may be. If you complete that, you get one goal for your team. If you are a member at one of our on-site fitness centers and you participate in a group fitness class, you're going to score 2 goals for your team. Now, I understand that a lot of you are probably not located near our staffed fitness centers, and that's okay. For my virtual people, if you're not located near one of our staffed fitness centers, if you complete one of our virtual group fitness classes through CubeFit, then you'll score 2 goals for your team. And I will say we have got 20 plus classes throughout the week that you can join, from all types: stretch breaks, 10 minutes, to HIIT cardio crunch on Mondays, 30 minutes. So there is a wide variety of classes that you can join during those virtual classes. And I will say that all of those classes are live or on demand, because we record all of our CubeFit classes and we upload them to our YouTube channel, so you can access them at any time, even on the weekends. I'll say that again, you can access them on the weekends through our YouTube channel. So if one of my team members could put the link to our YouTube channel in the chat, that would be awesome, because you can just go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and you've got all the classes right there ready to go. So I went ahead and linked the contact info for our program managers at each staffed fitness center in case you need that to get the on-site group fitness schedule. Each fitness center offers a group fitness schedule, so go ahead and check that out. And I've also linked our CubeFit registration. So if you need access to our virtual classes, you can click that link right there and it'll take you to register. So next, if you complete any type of physical activities outside, you'll score 1 goal. Now listen, we want to try to encourage everyone to get outside this summer during the World Cup and get some fresh air. So yes, it has to be outside. I know that weather is a part of it, okay? I get that. But it could be going for a walk, it could be gardening, it could be playing a recreational sport. I know pickleball is very popular in Houston, at least. So it can be anything like that. It could even be mowing your lawn. Grass grows high in the summer, you gotta cut it. So cut your grass, that counts, okay? Just remember, it's everything outside of structured exercise. So just any type of movement. It is not, however, floating in the pool. Even though that is so fun and so lovely, it's not movement, okay? It's gotta be some type of movement. Even playing outside with your kids, that counts, okay? And finally, you can score 2 goals by engaging with your team. And how you do that is by sending an encouraging chat or a message in your team group chat, or posting pictures in your group chat of your workout you did, a selfie, your view, anything. So that is an easy 2 goals right there, okay? If you unplug on the weekends, you don't, log onto your computer, you don't have Teams or anything on your phones, don't worry, I'm gonna let you know how you can still earn those points on Saturdays and Sundays in just a second. Now, here's the kicker. Each participant can score a maximum of 5 goals per day, except for the weekends, which I'm gonna talk about in a second. But for example, you cannot complete an on-site class, a virtual class, and post in your group chat for team engagement, because that would add up to 6 goals. So the maximum goals scored in a day per team member is 5. And we're going to discuss that further when we're looking at our scorecards. So all of you have been added to a group chat in Teams. You should have seen a chat come in from me yesterday. But I highly recommend favoriting that group chat so that you can easily access it throughout the challenge. If for some reason you cannot find your group chat in Teams, let me know and I can help you access it. But you will need to be updating your team scorecard often. Daily is preferred. But in a second, I'm going to walk you through where to access your scorecard and how to edit it. But before I do that, I want to make it very clear that all scorecards will be locked on Mondays at 6:30 a.m. Central Time when the next round begins. Rounds begin on Mondays and they end on Sundays. So if you complete any activities over the weekend, You will need to make sure to track them before the scorecard is locked on at 6:30 a.m. on Mondays. But before you freak out, deep breath. I understand that 6:30 a.m. Central Time is early, okay? It's early on a Monday, I understand. But we need time behind the scenes to complete a lot of administration work, like calculating everyone's totals, updating the leaderboards, and preparing our weekly standings. However, listen, I do understand that there might be extenuating circumstances where you are unable to edit your scorecard before that 6:30 a.m. lock time. If that happens, reach out to me no later than 11 a.m. Central Time on Mondays so that I can update your goals for you, okay? Anything that's sent to me after 11 a.m. will not count. I will go into more detail about the weekends in the upcoming slides, since some of you probably like to disconnect, like I said, over the weekends. But let me quickly share my screen for you so I can demo the scorecards. So let me stop sharing that, and I'm going to pull up my screen, and we are going to walk through this together. Okay, I'm going to do USA because that's one of my teams. Okay, so here are your team's chats. You're going to see the one that you are a part of, and up here pinned at the top is going to be your World Cup scorecard. So once you click on that, it should automatically pop up. All of you should have editable access to this Excel sheet. If you don't for some reason, let me know, but you should all be able to edit it. So I went in yesterday and I put everyone's name on the Excel sheet. Now, my eyes were going crossed by the end of this, so if I happen to spell your name wrong or you go by something else, please feel free to edit your name, and I apologize in advance. But this is what your scorecard looks like. Just a quick thing, as you open it, make sure you are on the right tab for the right round. So as you can see, we've got our round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. Click on round 1 for next week. So make sure you are in the right tab. That's very important. So let me zoom out a little bit so you can see everything. Okay, over here, you're gonna see the goal chart. So just if you need a reminder of how many goals each activity counts for, you can find it there. So find your name, and then each day of the week, all you're gonna do is mark what you completed. So if you did a 20-minute workout, you're gonna click the checkbox, and it will automatically come up with your daily total. Okay, now just like I said before, the max goal count per day per person is 5. So this number over here in the daily totals is not going to go above 5 no matter which boxes you click. So if I click all of these, it's not going to get higher than 5. Okay, so actively do your scorecard, click the boxes. I'm going to uncheck these. And as you do that, the weekly total on the side is going to populate based on all of your team members' goals. Okay, so this is all of y'all's weekly total. Does that make sense? Hopefully it's pretty self-explanatory, nothing too crazy. So the tab at the bottom is what I'm going to be locking at 6:30 on Mondays. So after round 1 is complete, I'm going to lock it, and that's when you know to move to round 2. The dates are also at the top if you happen to forget which dates are when, okay? I believe that's really all you need to know about the scorecards. Again, if you have any issues accessing it, let me know. I see a hand. Go ahead and come off mute. I'll answer it. I think Bill.
Hey, this is Bill. A question. So the limit of 5 points. So if we do more, and let's say it's 6 points, do we log it and just get the 5 points?
You can. It really doesn't matter because that daily total isn't going to go higher than 5. So sure, if you want to mark it, I'm cool with that. It's just not going to change that daily total. But good question. Yeah. Okay. Moving right along. So let's talk about the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. First of all, we do not offer on-site classes on the weekends. So therefore, the max goal per person on the weekends is 4. So on Saturdays and Sundays, the max that anyone can get is 4 goals. So that means every single week, the max goal count per person is 33 goals. Okay, just so that you know, no one can get higher than 33 goals. In the spirit of unplugging on the weekends, if you like to take a break from your work on the weekends, I totally get that, and we do encourage that. So, number one, your first option, on Fridays, if you're like me and you're a planner, you know what's to come on the weekends. You normally do the same routine every weekend with your exercise, your physical activity. You can, on Fridays, go ahead and mark what you plan to do on the weekends. I'm cool with that. As long as you stay honest, and if something happens, say the weather's bad and you aren't able to do your outdoor activity, message me on Mondays before 11 a.m. and let me know. And then I can remove it from your scorecard, okay? Another option is for you to take pictures on the weekend. Say you go outside and you do, I don't know, you play pickleball. Take a picture of yourself at the pickleball court, or take a picture of the court, I don't know. Whatever picture you want to take, you can go on Monday mornings, send that picture in your team group chat, and just make sure you specify like, hey, this was my Saturday workout, so that I know. But then I will go in and track it for you from the weekend. Does that make sense? So you are able to get those points, those goals over the weekend, as long as you submit them by 11 o'clock on Mondays, Central Time. So that's how you're going to score your 2 goals for team engagement on the weekends. I'm going to be monitoring all the chats, keeping track of the goals that were scored over the weekend. And again, just specify when the picture was taken in your post so that I know. I see a lot of hands. If you want, put your question in the chat or save it really quickly. I'm going to answer a lot of questions at the end, okay? So just pause for a second. I'm going to get through everything and then I'll answer questions. Feel free to put it in the chat so you remember. Okay, moving on. Our leaderboards. To know where each team stands each round, we are going to have a weekly leaderboard that will be posted virtually, and it's going to be presented at each of our on-site fitness centers. So leaderboards are going to be updated each Monday after 11 o'clock Central Time, once I get all of the goals tallied. And each week, along with, our overall winner, we're also going to award a team of the week, which the captains will decide. And we're going to put a gold star next to your flag if we crown you the team of the week. And the more motivational you are, the more encouragement you give, the more interaction you have with your team members, the better chance you have to earn that star next to your team flags. And let me just say right now, that could come in handy at the end of the challenge. If we happen to have a tie, really important that you stay active and you motivate your team, you chat with each other, you help each other out. The team of the week is going to become important, okay? So that's how you get that team of the week star. I went ahead and put the link to our Engage community right here. This is where the leaderboard will be posted each week. So if you're a virtual member, that's where you're going to see it. So make sure that you're a member of that community so that you can stay in the loop, okay? And let me see, Chris, did you send that picture in the chat?
I just sent it right now.
Amazing. So that picture that Chris just sent is the leaderboard at the Houston Fitness Center. So this is kind of what you're going to see each week. You'll see the flags from top to bottom. The leader will be at the top, and so on. Okay. So if you're an on-site member, you'll get to see this at each fitness center. Okay, and I'll be posting a picture of that on this Engage page for all of our virtual members. Now, during the final round of our challenge, your team is going to have a huge opportunity to climb the leaderboard with our final whistle finisher. So from July 13th to July 19th, which is our 5th round, if you complete the final whistle finisher workout, you're going to receive an extra 5 goals for your team. And you only get 5 goals for completing this workout, even if you complete it multiple times, okay? If you're an overachiever, you can complete it multiple times, but you still only get those 5 goals. Your team captains will be posting the workout in your team group chats once the final week rolls around. You can also find the workout if you open up the calendar reminder for the final round. It's going to be in there as well. So be on the lookout for this final whistle finisher workout challenge once we get to that last week of the World Cup. We also have a huge opportunity for you to complete this workout with us live. So if you want, some extra accountability, you want to work out together, we hope that you join us live. We're going to be holding a virtual class on July 15th at 11 o'clock Central Time, where we can just work out together. And this session will not be recorded, but we really, really encourage everyone who joins that class to have your cameras on, okay? I want to see you working out. We get to see each other grinding together. If you are located at the Houston Fitness Center, that's where we're going to be streaming it from. So if you're a fitness center member at the Houston site, join us in the group fitness studio. That's where we're going to have it live. But yeah, cameras on, it's going to be super fun. So join us if you want to get those extra 5 goals. Yeah. Okay. We want you to stay informed throughout this challenge and stay connected with your team. So in order to do that, you'll first want to make sure that you're checking your group chat daily in Teams. That's the biggest thing. Again, I highly recommend just favoriting it so it's pinned at the top of your chats. I've included a direct link to your Teams group chat in the welcome email that I sent yesterday. So again, make sure you save that email so that you can reference back to it whenever you need. The leaderboards will be posted in the Program US Fitness Center Engage community, like I said, and posted in person at our staff fitness centers, like you saw that picture. And then if you have any questions throughout the challenge, again, our team captains will be monitoring those team group chats and can quickly answer questions in those chats directly. You can also send us a direct email if you ever have specific questions about something. Feel free to email us or Teams chat us directly. Okay. Now for the exciting stuff. We're super excited about our 2026 World Cup Wellness Challenge prizes for our winning team. So the team that scores the most goals overall at the end of the 5 rounds is going to receive our official World Cup jersey pictured right here. And like I said, if there's a tie, we do have a tiebreaker planned. So just know that. I'm ready and prepared for a tie, so don't worry. Like I mentioned earlier, we will recognize the team of the week chosen by our captains. This will be the team who has the most engagement in their team chat and will receive a star on the leaderboard next to your flag. So the more goals you make, the more chance you have to win this awesome jersey, okay? Yay, excited about it. All right, you guys, that is all the information, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the chat. If you wanna just come off mute, that might be easiest so I can answer your questions, but feel free, give them to me, I'm ready.
If we signed up for the wrong team on accident, can we switch or is it too late? Should we just stay in the one we're at?
You got to stay on the team you were assigned.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no problem.
Yes. I tried to go based off of what y'all preferred, but we had a lot of people, so I did my best.
Can you go back to the table where you have the points per activity?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah.
Here we go, right here.
Yeah, this one. So if you're doing, for example, I'm not close to any on-site fitness center. So if I do the Cube Fit for one day, I get 2 points. But then I will have to do a second class if I want to mark the 2 points for the on-site. Or if I do a class on-site but outside of what you guys teach, I go to a gym here. So does that count?
Good question. I have had someone already ask this question, so I'll just address it to everyone. So if the reason that we put CubeFit virtual classes is for those people who aren't located at one of our on-site group fitness classes. So if you're a remote member, that's your way of getting 2 goals. That's why we made them the same in weight. However, we want to reward you for doing your own workouts. So if you complete a group class that is outside of one of our staffed fitness centers, say you go to your own gym and they have a boot camp class there or a spin class, you can count that as a 20+ minute structured workout. So that would be one goal.
Okay.
Okay. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. And if I do, so because I thought, if I do one QFit virtual class, I get 2 points. If I do a second, can I count the 2 points for the on-site or not?
It's only max
That
2.
on-site is only for the on-site.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
you'll see on your trackers that you can only count, like say you do multiple group fitness classes in a day. I know a lot of you do a lot of our Cube Fit classes throughout the day. The max points you can get is only 2. So even if you do
Okay,
multiple on-site group classes, that only counts as 2. Okay?
Thank you. Yeah.
I see a hand.
And the other
Go for it.
question
Oh, yeah.
for the jersey that you have there, is that also for if the team has members outside the US? Because I know sometimes it's hard for you guys to send awards or prizes to people outside of the US.
That is a great
This is gonna be
question. Let me talk to my team about that and I'll get back to you.
okay. Thank
Because I
you.
don't know the answer off the top of my head.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, I see a hand. Sandy.
Yes. So just to clarify, is the on-site group fitness class the same as Club Fit for virtual groups? So if I do 2 sessions in the virtual class, will that count for these 4 points?
No. So an on-site fitness class, if you click on that link, it's going to pop up with all of our staffed locations. So those are what I mean by on-site group fitness classes. So anything outside of that would be counted as a 20+ minute structured workout.
Okay. So as a virtual member, then I'm already still at 2 points a week. Well, that's not fair.
Well, so that's the reason we did the Cube Fit classes as 2. And again, that's why we have a max of 5 goals. So no one can get more than 5.
Okay, I can still
Yeah.
do it then.
So you should be able to get 5. Everyone should be able to get 5 in a day.
Okay.
Yes, I see another hand.
Does it have to be a CubeFit virtual class, or can
Yes.
it be a Zoom class that Sunnyvale or San Jose organizes?
That would count
That's
as
a
a
group
20+ minute structured workout. It has to be Cube Fit, and it has to be an on-site group fitness class that is instructed by our health fitness instructors. If it's outside of that, it counts as a 20+ minute structured workout. Does that answer your question?
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah. I see another hand. Go for it.
Can I have a question of Cupid virtual group fitness class? I saw register for a class right there. So do we need to register for class or not? Because I clicked on the link and I can click on any Cupid class like yoga. I can watch it on YouTube.
You do not have to register. If you are only going to access these classes on demand, then you can have our YouTube channel and that's all you need. But if you want the live classes, then you would have to register for those links.
I see.
Yeah. Good question. Great questions, guys. Is the QFit link posted? It's right here. You can click that link on the slide, register. Chris is putting it in the chat. Thank you, Chris. Running and cycling outside counts as 1 point or 2 points. That would be running or cycling outside. So that would be 1 point. So if you were to go outside and you did running or cycling outside, that's only going to count as 1 goal because you can't double whammy it. Nothing counts as a double win. Does that make sense? So even if you went outside and did a strength workout in the sun, that's only going to count as a 20-minute structured workout. Yeah. You would have to do something else outside to count as your physical activity. Remember, we are differentiating workouts, structured workouts versus physical activity. And a structured workout is, reps, sets, time. You have a plan. You know what you're doing, whereas physical activity is just any type of movement. It's not structured. What are the tiebreaker activities? I'm not going to tell you exactly what the tiebreaker is, but like I said, team engagement is going to come into play. So make sure you are engaging with your team throughout the challenge, because that could help you if there is a tiebreaker. But we will give specifics when we get there, if we get there. Any other questions? Hopefully I answered all of your questions. Is engagement on Engage or Teams channel? Good question. It is in your Teams group chat. So in your chat that says Germany or Spain in Teams, that's where your engagement goes. Good question. Anything else? How many total teams? 12. 12 teams, 12 team members each. Posting pics, is it just one pic? Yeah, it can be anything, and it doesn't have to be a picture. It only has to be a picture if you're telling me that you did something over the weekend. But during the week, it does not have to be a picture. It can literally just you sending, "Go England" in the chat. Something like that. I mean, I encourage you to make it better than that, but if it's just that, that still counts. Memes, yes, anything. Anything you put in there. Get creative. We love to see it. All right, let me go ahead and stop our recording because I kind of forgot that was still going.